right, welcome back. It is the Vegas Take on a Monday. Sharp and Shapiro, Chris Wayne in studio.
What's up?
And, well, we're going to get to this Bridget the Midget story coming up. I know you're excited about it.
I'm pumped up.
We'll talk about it. There's nothing funny about domestic violence,
No.
but when it involves a porn star named Bridget the Midget and nobody died, we are going to talk about it, and we can make light of some things, but certainly there's nothing funny about it. Well, I shouldn't say that. There is something funny about some of it.
There's a comical aspect to it, even though that's a serious subject.
We will get to that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
This is also a serious subject, but I laughed at a few things. There's nothing funny about death. I feel horrible about this. You might have heard of this guy, celebrity chef Carl Ruiz, dead at 44. It's horrible. I mean, he died of a massive heart attack. But here's the really weird stuff. So the night before, he's bragging about eating all this unhealthy, horrible food for your body, right? He's having crab cake. He's having butter. He's showing a picture of this loaded beef sandwich. He's got fries with like gravy on it. It's the most unhealthy food. And here's what he says. He posts a picture of one of his tweets where you see these fries. It looks like there's bacon on there too. There's bacon, fries, and
gravy.
Gravy. He posted and he says, quote, absolutely perfect. By the way, this is the night before he died. Absolutely perfect hand-cut French fries, homemade gravy, be still my cold, dead black heart. You cannot make this stuff up. This is hours before he died of a massive heart attack, and then he's showing pictures of all these other things that he ate that are just so bad for your body. You know, it reminds me of a story that I did back in the day when I was a reporter, and, they got this restaurant downtown called the Heart Attack Grill. Mm-hmm. And one of the management of Heart Attack Grill died of a heart attack. And, in that restaurant, they have the flatliner fries. You walk in there, and they put a gown on you. So my mom is like a huge health freak. I mean, she has, fat-free everything. It's disgusting. But that's why she'll live probably 80 years longer than me. But I brought her in there as a joke, and she was like crying. She was like ill. She was literally, there were tears going down her face. Why did you bring me here? This is horrible. This is terrible. And then we're sitting a table away from a scale. And at the Heart Attack Grill, they have this scale. And if you weigh over 350 pounds, they don't just take your word for it. You actually have to go up there and humiliate yourself and get on a scale. And if you are over 350 pounds, they give you a free meal.
Really?
So I'm sitting there with my mom. Picture this. She's emotional. She's sad. She's crying. She's freaked out. She's wearing a gown. I said, Mom, why don't you order the flatliner fries? Leave me alone. You're horrible. And she said some things I can't say on the radio to me. So right next to us, you see this guy that he must have weighed 500 pounds. I mean, he was absolutely massive. His arms were my legs, okay? The guy probably never saw his genitalia in his life, okay? And he gets on the stage.
That'd be a tough go.
No, it's true. How could you? You can't.
That's a hard way to live.
The guy
Brian.
probably never could tie his own shoes.
Rough life.
Okay? He gets on the scale, and it starts making all this noise. Congratulations. And everybody starts clapping. And my mom is the only one that's not clapping. I'm like, Mom, get up, clap. And I swear she gave me the look of death that Bill Belichick gave that reporter. She gave me exactly that look.
Doesn't the Heart Attack Grill have that oversized scale outside? I believe I was wandering past there with an adult beverage on Cinco de Mayo downtown. I think they have like a huge scale out front. It's part of the stick,
Speaking of which,
for the Heart Attack
well,
Grill.
Speaking of which, I do care about you, Chris.
I've stepped
Exactly.
on that a couple of times.
Chris, your diet is so horrible. You're going to be one of those guys.
I have to admit to both of you guys, I got nervous hearing the guy was 44 years old and he wasn't someone who's just morbidly obese, right? He's just someone who's a normal guy. So obviously there's a predisposition here, right, gentlemen? We're not just talking about because he was firing back gravy fries that he's going to pass out and die of a heart attack. There's this thing out there called heart disease, okay, people? You all know about it. So that's something obviously that probably came into play here,
It reminds me a little bit of, I love the late, great James Gandolfini, who played Tony Soprano, of course. Yep. And the night before he died, he was with his son, I believe, in Italy, and he was just dropping down foie gras and wine and steak and all that other stuff. But it just shows a pattern. If you eat really bad on a regular basis and you gloat about it on social media, it's probably, and then he died, this poor chef, 44 years old, he dies the next day. It's terrible.
Well, the fact that you have what it is, what the big part of the story is that he had this premonition almost, right? That he mentioned that, his cold, dead heart, and then all of a sudden you have a heart attack and you die. That's the story here.
We should take a picture.
Obviously, it's sad that someone, is no longer with us, but that's the part of the story that people are focused on.
But we should if only we could take a picture. Steiner, you should come in here and take a picture of us in the studio right now. So JD sitting there with his stomach out, flabby. Listen, I'll make fun of myself too. Don't worry. This isn't just about you. But you do not look like you're in the best of shape right now. Your stomach is out there. It's kind of gross. Chris is sitting in a similar fashion, lying back. His man boobs are out there.
I'm a stocky guy.
I'm sitting back like this. I am certainly will never be on the front of Fitness Magazine myself. I used to be a college tennis player. I used to actually look fairly decent. Now I'm just disgusting. This is not a look of three men that'll ever be on the front of Fitness Magazine. That is for sure.
I feel attacked.
I'm attacking everyone, including myself. Well, you would admit you're not exactly Diesel. You're not. You have a stomach,
and I feel it. I feel the attack.
You have a stomach there. Admit it. You're not like in perfect shape.
The attack is resonating with me.
We all are overweight.
Brian brought up he's a former college tennis player. I'm a former football player in college,
I'm also
former
a
athlete,
player.
three sport athlete in high school. You want to check tape?
So what happened to all of us? We're just three disgusting guys.
It's called letting ourselves go.
It's just so gross.
I would say the last 21 days I've had Bambini's pizza almost every single day.
Have you had any exercise at all? And watching a game and having action at a game does not constitute exercise.
I thought that it did, but yes, I have had some exercise. But I do have roughly 2 or 3 pieces of Bambini's pizza every single day.
My doctor did tell me sex is considered exercise. You guys don't want to comment on that?
I think that
I know all of a sudden
it is a form of exercise, and so
there's silence in the studio.
Therefore, Mr. Shapiro is someone who should be in just tremendous shape, right? Given your activities that you've been able to partake in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And given the requirements and standards he's expected to live up to on consistent basis and the lengths he'll go to live up to those standards.
I think it is a little excessive,
we got a break
isn't it, JD?
We got a break here.
We're getting to Shap's personal life here.
We got a break. All I can say is when you're with a woman and she demands you have sex for over an hour, that is completely unreasonable. Okay, it's not reasonable. We got a break.
It's justified.
She wouldn't agree with you on that.
But it's justified to purchase some pills from Russia to live up to it.
I don't know what that means. I never purchased pills from Russia.
I think that's the
anyway.
We're
going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. And coming up. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about Bridget the Midget, folks. Can't wait for this coming up.